Mallory.
Hey, welcome everybody. It's Friday night with BYOI. We're so glad you're here, or more like you're there.
Hi everyone, happy Friday!
Yeah, welcome. High five.
Thank you guys so much for coming out here. We really appreciate it. Welcome to Bring Your Own Improv here on a Friday night, our late night show where anything can happen, including a crazy improv show. Thank you guys all here that is here on Zoom. We also want to thank everybody who's out on YouTube right now. Quick thing for the YouTube users, what has happened occasionally is that it drops. So if it drops, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And as soon as we go back online, your YouTube will let you know that we're back online. So we appreciate it if you can do that. I want to, again, thank all for coming. Let's go through a couple of those rules. Rule number one, if you need an exit for any reason, well, it's your house. Hopefully you know how to get to the exits. If you need the bathroom, they're your bathrooms. The only thing we ask is that you do not bring us with you into the bathroom unless you at least shut off the video, because that is going to cause a very awkward viral meme. So we appreciate if you don't do that. What else is on there? Yeah, as you may have been heard, the chat feature is the best way to communicate with us. When you're chosen for a game, you may be unmuted. That will be set there. I think I've covered all the things I need to cover. So let's introduce this cast I got in here tonight. My name's Daniel, and then I've got Ian.
Thank you.
I've got Tim.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
I got Mallory.
Hi.
Hi, all right, I got John.
Hi!
And I've got Chrissy.
What up?
And of course, no show is complete without our Fam Cup. Our Fam is our featured audience member, somebody that we're gonna interview and get some suggestions from, and they will be part of our show this evening. So, Kat, what name? Hold it up. What do you got? Tell us who it is.
Kristen.
We got a Kristen. Okay, we're looking for a Kristen.
I got.
You got her? All right, fantastic.
There we go. Got her.
All right. You mic's a little on there, Kat. All right, Kristen, say hi.
Yay! Hi!
Hi! Oh
Hey,
my God,
Kristen.
you're so excited. Kristen, where are you from?
Rhode Island.
Coventry! Oh, that's awesome. We've had people around the country, but it's always great to see our people here in Rhode Island. Okay, Tim and Ian are going to ask you some questions. That's going to be a lot of what we're based on right here. So I'm going to hand it over to them.
Okay, Kristen, welcome. Because you are a fan, you are safe in this show. We will not make fun of you, but everybody else is fair game. That's how we work. But so let's, this is all fantasy. Let's have a dream. What would your dream occupation be? If you could do any job in the world, what would your dream be?
Veterinarian.
Veterinarian, okay. Is there a particular type of animal you love more than others that you really want to work on, or you love them all?
Well, I've been watching Tiger King, so I'm going with tigers.
Tigers are great.
I just got real excited.
So, what is better for you then? Is it Lion King or Tiger King?
Oh, Tiger King rules.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
What rules would you break as Tiger King if you could?
Ooh. No, wait, have you seen Tiger King? He's got no rules.
Whoa. Okay. So that's the only rule is no rules.
No rules.
All right. I like that. Okay. What are you binge watching other than Tiger King right now, or reading, or just spending your time leisurely?
Oh, I just started Schitt's Creek.
Oh, how is that?
Oh my God, it's hysterical.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, definitely watch it. It's worth it.
Okay, Kristen. So what is your favorite present that you've ever received? Or if that's too hard to think of, just a really good one.
Favorite present? Oh, crap. My pool table. I'll go with my pool table.
Okay. All right. You a billiards lady?
I am.
8 ball, 9 ball? What you play?
Both balls.
Okay. You're having a ball.
What is your what would your favorite animal? What would your favorite pet be if you don't have one?
A monkey.
A monkey. What would you name the monkey?
Oh my God. Now I got to come up with a name.
No
Crap.
wrong answers.
Yeah,
George. I'd name him George.
George. I love that name. That's awesome.
Curious.
So I
All
think
right.
I think we're good for
Now,
questions.
Kristen, what kind of music do you like? What's like favorite bands or musical styles?
Music is probably hard rock, like Korn,
Okay.
Seether, Avenged Sevenfold. So yeah, hard
All
rock.
right. Rock on.
All
Seven
right.
Dust.
Thank you so much, Kristen. Let's have everybody, Kristen, let's give them all a hand, and I'll switch to gallery view. All those people out there, wave and say hi. You're on Improv. Hey, okay, you're all live online. Wow, look at the pages. We got a lot of people came in over that. All right, fantastic. If you want to see the show best, speaker view is the best way to do that. You'll see up in the area, the corner, there's gallery view or speaker view. You'll find for most of the show, speaker view is your best option. I want to get things started. Kristen gave us some great suggestions and to play a little game we like to call Sing It. Sing It works like this, where two people are going to be in a scene, and anytime if I think something they said was particularly interesting, I might yell, sing it. And then their job is then to create a song based on what they just were talking about, set to whatever melody they chose to sing it to. I believe I have John and Chrissy. Was that right?
That's right.
All right. And John, you're here too. Fantastic. I would like to know, I would like to see a scene between two tigers attempting to play pool. I feel two tigers attempting to play pool is the best way to start this.
Okay.
Man, I didn't think having pause was gonna make this hard.
I know, and I can't fit the cue in between my claws here.
You know,
Roar.
John, I'm thinking that we should just eat all these balls, you know?
Sing it.
Oh,
I wanted you to know it's time to eat these balls. Can't hold this pool cue now. Ain't got no hands. I'm a tiger. Man.
I agree. I'm afraid that I'm gonna cut up the cue with my claws. They're so sharp.
Sing it.
Sharp claws. I need to take a pause before I break all the balls and shatter the table. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, this is our favorite bar to hang out. We shouldn't break the pool cue. You know, the zebra bartender's gonna get real mad.
Sing it.
Look at that zebra. His stripes are so neat. But if we break this pool, then he's not gonna be glad. Wouldn't you think that this bar would have tiger-friendly things? I mean, it really doesn't. You know, we can't even hold the beer glasses.
Hey there, cats. Love the stripes.
Hello.
It's Joe Exotic.
Ah,
Hey, I just thought that we could have a little fun. You know, you guys look like you would be great at my house.
Sing it.
You guys would be so great at my house. You guys would be the ones that I want. You guys would be the ones that I would introduce to my spouse. And you guys would be the ones that would haunt my dreams.
I mean, John, this guy's got a pretty sweet eyebrow ring. I mean, maybe we should go with him.
I think you're right. I think we could have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds pretty cool. I mean, we're not doing much here. I mean, we can't play pool. We can't really drink. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I
Let's
think
go.
we should do it. Yeah, okay, Joe. Yeah, let's
Sing it.
Tell me something, Joe. Do you have a zoo in this world? Want tigers and more? Ain't it hard being so tiger hardcore? We're so striped and we're real bored here, can't play no pool, so let's go with you and see what happens right now. Dawn Carol Baskin, she is that scumbag, probably kills her man. If you ain't seen Tiger King, you'll have no clue what I'm talking about, but this guy looks real cool. Come on, John, let's go with him. Tigers can live and be so free. Let's go, let's go.
And scene. Jennifer, nice job. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, fantastic. Okay, so let's get this party started as we already have. So a quick note, we're doing this free, obviously, for any families out there or people in need. But if you are able to donate, we would always appreciate it. Donations are going to help us keep doing this and supporting our performers. We plan on doing this every single Friday as long as we need to until we don't need to do it anymore. So if you are able to donate and help in that way, we have a Venmo account here that you can donate if you're in that tech savvy world, or if you want to donate on the website, you can do it down here with a PayPal account. Or if you don't have time to do that right now, at the end of the show, visit our personal website. At the bottom, it has a donate here thing. If you can, we appreciate it. And if you can't, don't worry about it. We want to have everybody to be able to enjoy this and have fun, whether you're able to donate or not. So thank you so much to all of you. Let's get started with that first game. So I remember where we are. So unfortunately, we have a couple that's having some strife right now. And Tim, luckily, is our guidance counselor. Tim is going to be able to solve their problems. And in order for that to happen, Tim, though, is going to have to leave the room because he can't just obviously know what those problems are right away. So I am going to assign Tim to that room in a minute while I stall talking with an interesting tone. Tim, you good? Go ahead and join that room. All right. And Tim, did you join? You got to join.
Looking for it. Oh, breakout room. There we go. Yay.
Go away.
Bye-bye.
All right, Tim is gone. Fantastic. So what's going to happen is we're going to give each person a problem, and then together that couple is going to have a problem. 51 messages. Wow. Okay, so first thing we need is we're going to need someone who could be married to Ian. Someone who would like to raise their hand and be married to Ian for this guessing game and give him clues to what's going in. So what you're going to do is in the bottom, you're going to either put, raise hand or me or anything like that. And that will tell us, oh, we got a hand raise on Catherine. Is that Catherine? Or is that just a hand clap? Click on Catherine and see let's unmute her. Catherine, are you there?
That was a hand clap.
That was a hand clap. Did you want to play? I wasn't sure.
You know what? Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. Your name is?
Sean.
Sean. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't recognize your name. All right, Sean. You're a regular show. This is all right. Sean and Ian. So Sean and I are going to have some problems. So the folks in the bottom, you're going to go ahead and help us with this. So first, when it comes to Ian, Ian, what is an item that you have somewhere near you? So what we're going to do is reach for something you have near you and hold it up in your screen. And when we see it, we're going to go ahead and pick out what that is. So if you have anything near you, I see a coaster with the one who cut his ear off. What is that guy's name again?
Van Gogh.
Van Gogh. Okay.
Mike Tyson?
Ian, you think that you're Vincent Van Gogh. Okay, that's your problem. You are actually Vincent Van Gogh.
All right.
Okay. And for Sean, what is something that somebody could not live without? Go ahead and type it in the chat. Something you could not live without. Air. Someone said air. Coffee. Okay. Sean, you are excessively addicted to coffee. I mean, just to a ridiculous level. Think as bad as somebody like not just coffee, but you're addicted to coffee items, things that remind you of coffee, things you keep around your house in the coffee. You're that obsessed with it. Not just you drinking coffee. You're obsessed with the idea of coffee. Does that make sense, Sean?
Yep.
All right, fantastic. An issue that they can have together. What is something that should never be in your front yard? Oh, okay. I'm the police. Oh God. I'm seeing a chia pet. So your problem is that together is that your entire lawn is made of chia pets. Okay, we got that. All right. So Ian, what is your problem?
I think I'm Vincent van Gogh.
Okay. And Sean, what is your problem?
I am addicted to coffee or anything coffee related.
All right. And together, what is your problem?
Our lawn is composed of chia pets.
All right, cool. The actual lawn itself is composed of chia pets. All right, so Kat is going to go in the room and get Tim. You're on your way. Now, while she's doing that, we're going to explain how this works. So you and the audience are going to help us out. Down at the reaction button, we got a couple buttons down there. And if you click reaction, you're going to see either claps or thumbs up. If Tim is getting, if Tim is getting close, you're going to click the thumbs up button and your screen will light up with a thumbs up. That tells Tim, hey, Tim, you're getting pretty close. Make sure that you see what's going on. This is awesome. Even the people who don't have video are able to do this. I see those popping up. Now, once Tim gets it, you're going to go ahead and do the clap thing, and that's going to tell him, Tim, you got it. Fantastic. We can move on. All right. Seems like everybody understands there. That's awesome. Awesome. So all we need is for Tim to come back. Tim, you're back.
Sorry, just stuck.
All right, that's okay. Tim, you actually have your 10 o'clock. It's in your office. So if you just want to go into your office and you can talk to your 10 o'clock appointment.
Thank you. I'll see them now. You can send them in.
Hello,
Have a seat.
doctor.
Have a
Very
seat.
good to see you.
Hi. How are you?
Well, not so well. We have some problems.
A lot of problems. There's just so many problems. There's just a lot going on.
Oh, okay. Is it the interactions you're having like the last time we were talking about, or?
Well, it is tough for him to keep his attention. He's so jittery.
Yeah, I noticed that you're a little bit more jittery than normal. I've been drinking a lot of coffee, but it's been decaf. Would you, is that something that would help?
I absolutely love it. I love it. And the problem is that I didn't have another cup, and I was looking for another cup, and then I ran over there, and then I came back, and then I was like, it's too much going on right now. So
It is just the tip of the iceberg, the decaf. Just settle down. Leave it alone.
It seems a little energetic, but I'm happy that you're in. Are you safe now? Is that the most important?
oh, we're definitely safe.
Okay. Oh, good. That's excellent. I'm very happy for that. Now let's.
He's
let's
in a very
move on
safe
to
state of being.
A safe state of being.
Bean? I was looking for beans.
Excellent. So he's no monster then. Nothing like
No.
that. No energy of that kind. Okay.
No.
All right. That's good. That's good. So tell me more about the beverages you're consuming, because I think that sounds like it's a focus.
Don't get him started. You need to talk about something else.
There's just so many things. There's just so many things. It's not just one thing. It's a whole bunch of things.
Oh,
You know what I
wow.
mean?
So it's like a whole category of consumptive products. then.
So, something like that. I got the grounds over here, and I was gonna eat it. And oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. I need it direct.
He treats
So
it like a category, but it's really one thing. really one thing.
That's drinking tea can be quite stressful on the body. It's difficult. You need to balance out with coffee. You need to
I
balance out.
think you need to go. Oh, there you go. There you go. You're getting a little bit closer.
Okay. So
He wants me
coffee's
to
been
start
your
calling
main
him
issue.
Joe. He wants me to start calling him Joe, and that's not his name.
His name. Well, when I first met him, I honestly knew him by Java, so it was a little bit difficult, but
There's just a whole lot of excitement going on. You know what I mean? You got to get the excitement too.
oh, wicked excited! I'm actually very enthusiastic to see you two because you're my favorite appointment of the day. So that was something I really thought about was, hey, I wonder how Java Joe's doing with his favorite Russian accented partner. It's really, I was looking forward to seeing it. So it's coffee then, and you're drinking a lot of it.
More than drink. More than drink.
Oh, so like, are we talking like injections into the lips, the cheeks, like plastic surgery coffee? Because my 9 o'clock, I will tell you, oh my God, sorry, never mind.
It's more like what it does for me. I have so much, what's the word?
Energy.
More like what he thinks it does. He just thinks about nothing else.
Oh yeah. So you're overthinking. I've got the perfect thing for that. It's called decaf. But let's take a break though, because I'm really vibing off of your energy, and it's kind of getting me, I'm anxious. So let's go to Ian for a minute. Ian, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm all right. I think that as long as I get away from my brown partner, I can see so much more.
He's
oh
more
my
crazy than I am. He's cutting things off and sending to people. It's freaking out of control.
It's tough to be vegetation. You grow it back much faster. So I've noticed you have been looking a little bit leaner, so that's a good thing. Maybe when you look in the mirror, you don't see as many stalks shooting out. You don't.
When I look in the mirror, I see something I want to be inspired by.
Russian Tsar is definitely.
It's almost like a starry night. A starry night.
Starry night. I love starry nights. I look at them all the time. I just wish I knew more about those references.
And in fact, I don't even need to look in the mirror anymore. I can now make myself without a mirror, just with the pictures in my mind.
Can you still hear me? Sometimes you can't hear me at all.
I'm facing the right way.
Oh, it's the communication.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, it's the communicate. Oh, okay, all right.
Listen, sometimes one has to suffer to get ahead.
It's true. Is it tough to be so mobile in your vehicle?
No, actually, I prefer to stay in one place for a long time until I get it right.
Okay. Well, Van Gogh, it is a little bit difficult to always listen to your partner, but I think it's very important. I know you like to communicate through your paintings, but this man is more than painting. He is.
It might be because he's Dutch. I'm not sure. Shh, you can't hear me if I put my mouth on this side.
Yes. That's what I was thinking. So it's difficult reading his paintings because it's tough because the eye thing, correct?
Maybe you have some solutions for his problem percolating within you.
Well, when I have coffee, I usually have to do something after, but I don't just prefer to discuss about that percolation. It's tough being a coffee plant. You really have lots of issues with digestion.
Plants, cups, beans, bags, everything. The house is just covered with all sorts of paraphernalia.
Oh, so the paraphernalia is really an issue for you, Van Gogh, huh?
It's all of it. It's all of it. It's just one thing all the time. It's enough.
Wow. Wow. That must be overwhelming. But it's okay because Starbucks has a very good barista training program, so I don't think it should be that much of a problem.
Don't give him ideas.
Ideas is how we travel. We need to be creative with that. And I think ideas are important. Which idea would you support him
He
with?
needs to think about something else.
It's just the idea of it. It just gets me to this point, it's the whole thing, the whole idea of it all.
The whole brewing coffee is just a idea. Yeah,
More than an idea, it's a focus.
It's a focus. It's almost as if you're studying something like that.
More than a focus. It's all consuming.
Yeah. Oh, like Thanos in that movie. I connect with you. It consumes almost all, so you really have to cut it in half, and then what you get is the focus of that half with all of the.
Doctor, I just wanted to come in and let you know, we found some 1980s perfume out here. It's called Obsession. I didn't know if you wanted me to spray all the plants down with it. The perfume is called Obsession. I just wanted to let you know that. Okay.
The perfume, because I grew up in the 80s. Yeah, I was born in 84.
No, we're going to focus on the 80s. Just focus on the name of the perfume.
Okay, Obsession.
That's perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. It kind of says it.
It's what you've already found, but you need something else.
Yeah,
the problem.
Obsession in a relationship is never a good thing. You need to treat it as if you're both equals. There's no stalking.
Oh, if it was with me, it might be okay, but it's not with me. It's with this other stuff.
Oh,
it's with the brown stuff.
It's just so good.
You've got an obsession with coffee.
I do. It's so bad, but it's so good.
You and me alike, buddy. It's tough. I didn't think I'd be able to get through this 10 o'clock without at least a 32 ounce Vente large.
That's not even the problem. It's not even the problem.
Oh yeah. Oh, I hear you. My wife drinks tea.
Every time I hear the commercial, I just cry. Every time I see the commercial, I cry. It's ridiculous.
You watch Hallmark too?
No.
Okay.
Listen, it's just no good. I mean, we have these problems in the house, and then when I go outside the house, I step on the little creatures.
Yeah, well, you got to be careful because when you're outside, there's ants, there are crickets, there are beetles, there's a lot of different things, and if you have a coffee obsession,
and they all move in and out between the little creatures, but. I mean, you can't really tell just by looking. It's only when you step that you find out that you've not stepped on what you thought you stepped on.
Oh, wow.
It's just gross. It's just gross.
So when you go out and walk, does this become like a frequent thing?
Just every time I'm in the yard.
Yeah, it's a yard.
All right. And how many pets did you say you had? Because this could be a problem.
We have all different varieties. There's a Homer Simpson one. There's like a little lamb thing. There's all different ones. It's a collection.
Is there a dog?
There's probably a dog.
And okay.
I think they all look like hedgehogs to me.
Oh, that's what it is. Yep.
And hedgehogs, they have fast metabolisms, so you have to be careful about their digestion and picking up after them and stuff.
Well, these grow very slowly. These grow very slowly.
Counselor, your next appointment is here.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, my allergies are acting up.
Oh, God bless you. It's fine. Don't worry. Can you let my 10:15 know that I'm going to be a little bit longer because I have no idea when it's going to end?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So we go out in the yard.
That just reminded me of the commercial. I don't like it.
We step on these creatures because they grow so slowly, but they look like what you'd think would be out there if there were no creatures.
Yeah, I sometimes when I'm outside, I look at creatures and I'm like, oh my God, that's not the real creature that I thought it would be. It could be a pseudo creature.
It's like covered in seeds too, and then the seeds they kind of get a little bit taller and taller and taller,
Yeah. Oh my, the hair on them. It's crazy.
Doctor, we want to give you something to get you through this. I knew that coffee was a problem, so I got you some tia. There's some tia in there. I'm sorry, I have a stuttering issue there, but it's not coffee. It's tia.
I appreciate that. I need to work on my hydration. And you know how those chia seeds are also like well known for hydrating too.
Well, they'd be okay if you ate them, but not if you do something else with them.
Stepping on the chia plants. I mean, that's
A yard is too much.
The whole house is covered in chia and you're stepping on it?
We're outdoors now. We're outdoors.
Just outside. I can stand in my window and I can paint a sea of green.
So you planted the chia all over the lawn and that became the issue.
Yes,
Right.
and now
And we got through that there.
Van Gogh, I'm a little bit surprised by your creativity there. I want you to put your other ear to the ground and see what it tells you to listen. And for that coffee obsession, I honestly think that it's best if you started planting some coffee beans instead of all the chia.
All right, let's give Sean a hand. That was not an easy one, to say the least, but we got ourselves through it. Thank you so much. All right, let's move on to the next game. We really appreciate you guys being here with us because we're trying all new things, and it's fun to try it online. And yeah, this is going to be great. So, famous last words is our next game. The way this game works is the line game, where you're going to be delivering lines, punchlines, in fact. I'm going to be getting suggestions from you, the audience. Then when I take those suggestions and tell the audience, give me the famous last line of whatever that thing is. So it could be like a duck or something like that. And so you give the famous last lines of a duck and, and that would be delivered. I'm not going to try to think of one right now, but to do it, you have to call out me. And that tells you that you're the person going, deliver the punchline, and then you'd be able to step back. So if we have 3 people who would like to just go ahead and deliver lines. I see Corey, one of our regulars. We can take him. Anybody else who feels like?
Got Corey.
Hey,
Yeah,
how's it going?
Corey here.
How's it going?
All right, not seeing any others, so we'll go ahead and get this started. So let me go.
Jim raised his hand too. Sorry, he was.
There's a Jim. Oh, and an Allison. All right, I see those 2 now. All right.
Got Jim. Got Allison.
All right, fantastic. Allison, are you there?
Yes.
All right, fantastic. And Jim, are you there?
Yes. Hi, everybody.
Hi. All right. So we are gonna go ahead and get this started. So in the audience, you're gonna use the chat feature. We're gonna put some things in here. So can I get things you can see, or if you look around your space right now, name a couple of objects that you can see. So everybody look around them. It's just hanging with a watermelon. No, that's cool. All right, cool. And how about some famous figures, people who are famous from the last 3 decades? Try not to think too much now. Let's go within the last 3 decades. All right, and give me things that are yellow. All right, I've got some things to get us started. Mallory, grab me one thing off the board. Mallory, you're still muted. Hi,
Technology. Hi.
Technology.
A monkey named George.
Fantastic. Can I please have the famous last words of technology?
Hey,
Go.
it's very mechanical around these parts.
Ooh, okay.
Hey,
Yes, Tim.
wow. I'm so happy I can deposit my check into the ATM. Now I can get it in 6 months.
Me.
Yes, Jim.
What does EMP stand for?
All right. Yeah, yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, now we have advanced to the point where we have invented everything and there is nothing more.
Chrissy, did you have one?
I did.
Go, Chrissy.
Mom, I'm trying to use the internet and you're on the phone.
Good. Famous last words of watermelon.
Me.
Famous last words of watermelon.
Me.
Ian, go.
Hey, it's great to be at the top of a big, tall building on a college campus.
Me.
Corey.
How do my seeds look today?
Me.
Jim.
Here's my resume, and I'm very excited to be working with you, Mr. Gallagher.
Me.
Mallory.
I don't know about you guys, but that guy over there looks kind of seedy.
Famous last words of a frying pan.
Me.
Allison.
You know, it is so inspirational to be helping this lady with a PSA about heroin.
Me.
Who is the me? Tim.
Say that one more time.
Okay.
Me.
Ian.
Well, what's that over there? Hey, looks like a fire. Glad to meet you.
Me.
Me.
Chrissy.
Flynn Rider, why did you break into my tower?
Famous last words of a receipt.
Me.
Yes, Corey.
How much is the bill, please? How much is the bill?
Me.
Ian.
Yeah, I'm paper, but you really do want to carry me around and remember things. Really, you do.
Me.
John.
Wait a second. These numbers aren't adding up.
Me.
Jim.
Thank you for shopping at CVS.
Yes, 45 feet later. Okay, famous last words of Beyonce.
Me.
Jim.
I'm done with rap. I'm gonna try clog dancing.
Me.
Ian.
Well, I've run out of directions to name my kids.
Me.
Chrissy.
Jay-Z is such a faithful husband.
Me.
It's Tim.
Wait, I came up with one more name for my kids. To the left.
Me.
Jim.
Someday I hope to be as good a rapper as Bobby McFerrin.
Me.
Ian.
When you get too old, it's time to put a coffin on it. Put a coffin on it.
Me.
Allison.
I guess I wasn't irreplaceable.
Famous last words of Adam Driver. Chrissy is now looking up Adam Driver.
Me.
Tim, go ahead.
Why do they always keep saying to the left, to the left?
All right. Famous last words of a taxi cab.
Me.
Go, Corey.
Hey, taxi, wait up.
Me.
Yes, Ian, go.
This Uber thing has no chance at all.
Me.
Yes, Chrissy.
This Lyft thing has no chance at all.
Me.
Jim.
Red means stop, green means go, yellow means go faster.
Thank you, Starman.
Me.
John.
Wait a minute. The Lyft and Uber drivers are getting paid more. This isn't fair.
All right.
Hey,
Thanks for the comment. Ian.
who you calling yellow?
Famous last words of Big Bird.
Me.
Chrissy.
Who you calling yellow?
And scene. There.
I'm just stealing all of anything Ian says next games.
All right. Thank you very much to those people. We'll go ahead and we're going to mute them. Sorry. All right. Cool. Thank you guys so much. All right. Moving right along. Once again, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, feel free to make donations either through our Venmo or through our PayPal. And again, you can do that at home. or on our website. You are at home. Oh God. All right. After a couple weeks, I'm sure we'll get really used to this. Next game we're going to play is called Typewriter. The way Typewriter works is that we're going to be writing a story. And as we write that story, then we're going to see scenes from that story. So myself and one of you are going to be writing the story together, and I'm going to go to you for different suggestions through the story to get us moving through. And then the cast will go ahead and play out some of those scenes. So to get this started, do I have one person who would like to be help tell the story with me? Be kind of like my Mad Libs person. All they have to do is give me some inspiration. I can carry the rest. Just looking for a name to come up, and if Lori, can I have Lori? I guess is Art Trey, but Lori is the person playing. Somebody find her for me.
Up, got her.
Lori, are you here?
I'm here.
Hi, Lori. Say your name real loud so it jumps to you.
Lori.
Hi, Lori. Fantastic. Thanks for joining us. Where are you joining us from?
Quincy, Massachusetts.
Quincy, Massachusetts. Thank you very much for being here. We appreciate that. Okay, so we're going to write this story together. Mallory, something we haven't chosen yet on the board.
We haven't talked about veterinarians yet.
Oh, we have not talked about veterinarians. So Lori, you and I are going to talk about the great story about veterinarians. And Lori, who's the lead in our story? Who's our lead vet?
Bunny.
Bunny, yes, of course. Bunny and her best friend, Kitty. Bunny and Kitty actually work together. So I'm going to get my typewriter out and place it in front of my laptop because, I don't understand how to use one piece of technology at the same time I use something else. So I'm going to go ahead and write this story. And, it didn't take place inside a vet's office. Where did the story take place?
A stadium.
A stadium, clearly. Thank you for providing in the background. Okay, so Kitty and Bunny were at the stadium together. And as they were there on that cold and rainy day, they had a brilliant idea to move from veterinary practice to something brand new. What is something you never thought a vet could do, Lori?
Snowmobile racers.
Absolutely. They decided they were going to be amazing snowmobile racers, and they were going to use just their skills as veterinarians to do that. So at that time, Chrissy and John come out as Betty and Kitty.
Bunny.
Bunny and Kitty.
Bunny.
Kitty.
These snowmobiles aren't going to drive themselves.
No, we need to race with them.
Listen, okay, I have limited knowledge, but if I can save a horse, then I can ride a snowmobile.
Exactly. And it's so exhilarating and thrilling. It's just like delivering an animal baby, just with a lot more wind.
Oh, that's right. Remember that time that you were out on the water and you delivered those otter babies?
Yes.
It's just like that.
It is. It's just a lot colder.
Yes.
Now, Lori, I just want to say for a second, I think it's dangerous for the two snowmobile drivers to be driving in opposite directions at the same time.
Yes.
So I think I'm going to rewrite and backspace a little bit, use a little whiteout, make sure they're both facing the same direction as they're riding. Yeah, that helped. They both completely switched. Oh, and back again. Neither one of these. Okay, this feels like a good point in the story to keep going. This is when they confess something. Bunny confessed something to Kitty that Kitty never knew.
That she stole all the Oreos.
She did. Let's hear more about that.
Kitty, while we're racing these snowmobiles towards our eventual fate, I have something to tell you. I stole all the Oreos.
Are you serious? Those were the only snacks we had at the annual veterinary gala.
Oh, I got hungry. I don't know what came over me. I saw the chickens that were there and all I could think about was food. And I just got so hungry. And the only thing I could eat guilt-free were the Oreos.
Okay, Lori, obviously right now what we need to do though is we need to figure out, we need to bring ourselves to that veterinary conference. And that veterinary conference was set up by a very evil veterinarian. who just wanted to shut down all the other veterinarians. What was his name?
Dr. Doofensmirks.
Dr. Doofensmirks and his sidekick, Smalls. Doofens. Oh my goodness! I'll let the person. You know what? I'm sure that Ian and Tim can handle this very well as we see them setting up and planning and plotting on how they were going to take out Bunny and Kitty.
Well, my friend, you must know that we have to deal with these veterinarians who think they can do anything.
Yes, master, we shall find a way to take down all of their machinations. We will get our revenge.
We must melt the snow, then the snowmobiles go nowhere.
Yes, I know how we may be able to do that.
Yeah, tell me.
Okay, let's start by having the race in the morning.
In the morning sun, it will melt all the snow, yes.
Absolutely. Not during the night.
We just have to hope that because it is early, the worms do not help them. They have a way with the animals.
The early bird gets the worm, and those veterinarians know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Now, clearly, as we move on, we're going to have to figure out how they foil their plot. So Kitty and Bunny do foil the plot, but it's right as they're given a very crucial piece of information. Lori, who gave them that piece of information? Like some relationship to them.
Relationship to them. The director of the stadium.
The director of the stadium clearly gave them information to help foil the plot of the doctor. Mallory, you can handle that?
Sure. Oh, Director, hello. You have an important announcement for us?
Yes, I do. You see these snowmobiles that you have been trying to race, and they're really not working well, and you're kind of ruining my stadium. So I need you to stop that. But I do know who gave you this problem. It is that Dr. Doofenshmirtz and his assistant, Smalls.
Not them.
Not them.
Yes, it was them, because they wanted to be the best and the only vets. So they thought if they could get you to like snowmobile racing, they would be able to take over the world.
But they didn't even go to veterinary school.
It's true. We went through years of grueling training.
Hello, racers. I see that we have scheduled the race to go at just the right time, and the right time is very early. I think it is a great time. Now you must race. Yes.
Show me your diploma, Dr. D.
Do you think I carry it with me?
Dr. D, here's your diploma.
Every good veterinarian carries their diploma for a time like this.
It's true.
I am not a doctor of animals. I'm a doctor of misanthropy.
End scene. Unfortunately, they didn't foil it very well. So let's give Lori a big hand. Thank you very much for helping us out. Right. Really, you start bringing in big vocab words, like everything. Right. All right, so we're going to move on to our next game here. It's an advice game called The Good, The Bad, and The Ugly. What's going to happen is we're going to have three people, and they're going to be providing advice for us. One person's going to give good advice. One person's going to give bad advice. And the other person's going to give very, very ugly advice. Then I've got three actors, Ian, Chrissy, and John. Two at a time will then come out and perform some sort of quick 2 to 3 line scene that relates somehow to those advice pieces. So the first thing I need, do I have anyone who feels in this audience they would be really good at giving advice? This is nice and easy. You don't need to be funny. Good, honest advice is helpful. So feel free to be one of those people. Just go ahead and put yourself in the chat, or if you're doing the raise hand, I'm scanning. Oh, is that Emily? We're gonna pull. We haven't seen Emily in so long. Where's Emily? Give us Emily. Emily is one of our cast members. We have not seen her in a long time though, because she's been busy with college. Emily, you here?
We have Emily. Oop.
Yeah.
We now have Emily.
Hello.
Hey, there's an Emily. Woo! All right, fantastic. Emily, you're going to help us out here. We're going to get good, bad, and ugly advice. So
Alrighty.
now what you can do is in the chat feature, put in things that you would like advice on. Either something when you were in college or when you were a teenager or when you were a little kid or even right now, things you would like advice on. Go ahead and I'll put them in there and I'll start drawing from those there. So any advice in there, I think people are typing. I can see some people typing. Let's see if a lot of here. Okay, I got one in there. Feel free to keep putting a few in. Once I got about 3 or 4, I'll get started. All right, go ahead and putting things in, but we're going to get started. To get started here, hold on. We're going to go, Emily, you're going to do good advice. Then Mallory, you're going to do bad advice. And Tim, you're going to do very ugly advice. All right, so can I get very good advice on, I got to scroll back up, how to get rid of athlete's foot?
Yeah, so to get rid of athlete's foot, just don't do sports. You'll never get it.
Fantastic. Mallory, bad advice.
If you want to get rid of athlete's foot, you want to wear really wet socks.
Clearly. And what's really, really ugly advice?
Use a saw, Daniel.
Fair enough. Let's see what comes from that.
Well, I've got these socks. Gloves didn't work, so I'm trying them on my hands.
Well, did you dip the socks in water first? Because that's the most important step.
Oh, I guess I did.
Oh, okay, that's significantly gross. All right. So we'll rotate a little. We'll go with Mallory, good advice, Tim, bad advice, and Emily, ugly advice on how to take down the dragon. Mallory, what is good advice in taking down the dragon?
Good advice for taking down a dragon is having a really good sword and a good adventuring party.
Oh, that sounds great. Okay, what is bad advice, Tim?
Generally, you don't want to bring already cooked food. You want to bring raw meat instead.
Oh, yes. Okay, what's really ugly advice, Emily?
And ugly advice would be bringing as many dragons as you can find to the same spot.
Yes, clearly that's going to make things work out for you. Let's see what that's.
Yo, what up? This is our dragon spot. Get out of here.
Alas, dragon, beware of my sword made of raw hamburger.
My gold, it's my gold. It's not your gold, it's my gold.
I think we've reached a dragon stalemate over here.
Okay. All right. So can I please get, with Tim being good advice, Emily being bad, and Mallory being ugly advice, breaking up with my therapist. Good advice for breaking up with my therapist.
Generally, you're not supposed to go ghosting. You need to call them and at least file a form that says, hey, we're done.
Okay, yes. Don't ghost them, actually fill out a form. Bad advice, Emily.
Bad advice. Bring someone or send someone who doesn't look like you but pretends to be you.
Yes, clearly a doppelganger. That's how you solve that problem. And really ugly advice?
Tell them it's not you, it's them.
Fair enough. The boyfriend approach.
Yes.
Let's see what that is.
John, if we're gonna make this work, you need to learn every single one of my mannerisms.
I'm sorry, you just have so many. I can't even be bothered to keep track.
Look, I'm giving you $5 to break up with my therapist. The least you can do is try.
All right. Cool. I think I got one here. Obviously, we're going to stick to our theme here. So can I get, so we'll do good advice, Mallory, bad advice, Tim, and Emily, very ugly advice on how to find Carol Baskin's husband. Don't worry, Tim won't get this. Mallory, go ahead.
Some good advice on how to find her husband is to find a search party and start looking.
We should form a search party many years after it happened.
Yes.
Bad advice, Tim, for searching for Carol Baskin's husband.
Well, if you're going to be looking for him, you have to look for the trail of lasagna.
Clearly. because Garfield is also a very big cat.
It's a tiger. It's totally, it's lasagna,
Much the
not
same.
tuna fish. He doesn't like
Emily,
tuna.
some very ugly advice for finding Carol Baskin's husband.
Ugly advice would be dig a couple very shallow spots in your backyard and hope.
Fair enough. Let's see what that comes with.
All right, now we just have to tie these strands of linguini to a tree and then to each other, and we will never lose our way. One strand at a time.
You know, we're getting kind of low on tiger food. You're looking mighty tasty, husband.
Perhaps you prefer the clams.
And scene. All right, give him a hand. Thank you very much to the volunteer, Emily. We miss you. All right, fantastic. All right, this is our last game we can take volunteers for. We're going to play a game called Remake. The way Remake works is that we're going to see a scene between an audience member and one of our cast members. And that's going to be a relatively normal scene based on some sort of suggestion. Then I'm going to fire those actors. Sorry. And we're going to see another scene taking the exact same scene they saw, but applying some sort of genre to it or type of movie. So first thing I need is someone who feels like, hey, you know what? I could do a scene right now. Do we have anybody in here that feels that they could just be in a regular scene? Hannah, can I have Hannah, please? She laughed.
You got her.
Hey.
Hi, Hannah, you here?
Yep.
How you doing? Oh, you were a fan of one of our last shows.
Yeah, I was.
Thanks. We'll assume that means you're a very lucky person. Okay, so Hannah, and which one of our teams taking this first?
I'll go in.
Thank you.
I'll go in.
Hannah and Ryan. All right. So Mallory, give me something off the board we haven't touched on yet.
We haven't touched on rock music.
Rock
music.
And what else? Yeah, anything else?
No rules, 8 and 9 ball.
Okay, so we're gonna say no rules rock, whatever that means for you two. So try to get away from music and just think what the words no rules and rock mean to you. We'll go there. Audience, you're gonna help me out right now. Either you're gonna type in names of movies that aren't comedy or dramas. We need something that are really weird. Or if you know what a genre is, genres of films that are not comedy or drama. Obviously, those are pretty set in there. And go ahead and drop those in, and I will go look for those after our first scene. So any of your favorite movie or something outside of the box. Okay, so Hannah and Ian, please take away what no rules rock means to you.
This cave is just outlandish. It doesn't behave the way geology would say it should.
No, this cave would be, it sounds like it has really good acoustics.
That's because the dimensions are all wrong.
You know what? Maybe you're wrong.
You question my judgment, Hannah.
There's no rules.
Listen, I know you've been studying that avant-garde geology.
It's hard to argue in here. It sounds so good.
Well, perhaps it should be an opera house instead of a cave.
Perhaps we should start a band.
Well, I'd like to hear you sing, and let's see how good these acoustics are.
There's no rules to rock. What should we name it? What should we name our band?
The Cave Dwellers.
No. Ruleless rockers.
You challenged me for the last time, Hannah.
All right, and scene, you challenged me for the last time, Hannah. So that is our last line to the scene. All right, so thank you very much, Hannah. We're going to go ahead and mute you there, but appreciate that. So unfortunately, the producers fired that group, not because Hannah wasn't great, but because Ian is just a terrible actor. So he caused them to get fired, but the script came up again years later, and it was a German expressive mystery. a German expressive mystery, and they hired John and Tim to be in that German expressive mystery with the exact same script.
Zeitgeist! This cave, it's so precious. There's so many things. There's verklempt in it.
There are so many rocks in here.
Yes,
What can we do with them?
we should probably find the way to define them.
You're right.
I was thinking we could use German words.
Of course.
Ones like avant-garde.
Or zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist. Mein Glieb.
9?
9. There could be even 10 of these rocks here. That's amazing. We could have this be our opera house of rock.
We could form a band and start performing and open up our own events.
What would you name the band?
Well, there are no rules. We could call ourselves the Ruleless Rockers. Rocks rules.
There's no rules to rock, but we have at least 10 zeitgeist.
But I only counted 9.
No, you say? You've challenged me for the last time, Hannah.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. But unfortunately, clearly those two were fired, mostly because the German accent disappeared. So when they decided to put them together one last time, the script came up and Mallory and Chrissy found the script and knew they had a hit. So they brought on a Beatles-based musical cat video. So it was a musical, whole musical in the world of the Beatles, but made as a cat video. So Chrissy and Mallory, I leave that wonderful task the audience has given me to you.
All you need's acoustics. Bum ba da da da. All you need's acoustics. Bum ba da da da. In this cave here, Mallory. All you need's acoustics. I mean, it's great. I think we should just live in here.
We could definitely live in here. I mean, look at all the different rocks and the way it glistens. We could turn this place into a beautiful place for all of our musicals.
I think that's a great idea. We could have operas and musicals and all kinds of things.
But what should we call this opera house?
What about, hey, cave dwellers, is that a good name? Ain't feeling creative, and we're in a cave right now. Remember to think of names that are good. Any ideas?
What about the Ruleless Rockers?
I like it. Here comes no rules, ba-da-da-da. Here comes no rules, and I said, Ruleless Rockers.
And scene. I think that's even a good place to end it. All right. Mallory, do you know who the Beatles are? I mean, you just turned 21. That's okay. A little bit, she says. All right. Fantastic. Well, we've come to our last game of the night. Aww. Every single one of you, and we thank you so much. Once again, if you are able to make a donation, we'll always appreciate it. You can find that link on our website, but no more of that. We're going to end this with a game of Alpha Cuts. Why? Because it challenges our people so much. What's going to happen is they're going to be doing a scene, 2 people at a time. But they're going to have to do the scene beginning each sentence with the next letter of the alphabet and continuing that to go on. If any of them make a mistake, I can fire that person. The next person comes in and we will move that scene along in some way that's somehow connected. So the challenge is on them. So I have an order here, if you guys have it too, of Ian, Tim, Mallory, John, and Chrissy. So you guys have that same set. So Ian and Tim, we're gonna get started. Where is our fam? Our fam was
Kristen,
Kristen, find our fam real quick.
want to unmute her?
Yes, please.
Gotcha.
Kristen, are you there?
Yay, I'm here.
Okay, Kristen, out
Yeah.
of everything you've seen tonight, what do you want to see more of? What did you think we didn't explore enough? So that way we can't set this up in any way.
Oh, crap.
It's your choice. It's your show.
More stuff about lions.
More stuff about lions.
girl.
Clearly, there are not enough cats in this particular episode.
Any tigers, any lions, go for it.
All right, lions, tigers, and maybe bears. Oh my.
Bye.
Fantastic. All right, Ian and Tim, let's see them working together at the Lion Park.
Amazing
We'll
how many
start
cats
with-
we've got.
We'll start with the letter L because that has lion in it.
Listen, Tim, we've got to keep these cats under wraps. They can be very dangerous.
Majestic, but still dangerous.
Nice of you to say so, but their egos are already big enough.
Other lions around this park, maybe not so much, but with these guys, yeah, they're a little bit.
Prideful is how I would characterize it.
Quite so.
Really, we've got to keep their pride in check.
So I've been thinking we should probably stop frisking them with this comb all the time.
That sounds right to me. You should do a little less of that.
Usually we go for about 15 minutes, but I've only been here for 12. Is that okay?
Very adequate if you do it the right way.
Oh, sorry, Tim, you stalled there. So you're out of there. Mallory, you're up. We're talking about, Ian, you and Mallory are talking about how you may have to get rid of the guy that keeps stroking the cats the wrong way. That would be Tim. Let's give you T, because T is in the word stroke.
Tim has been petting those lions way too much. It's starting to creep some of the guests out.
Usually we try to keep him in the back, but you're right. He's way out there now.
Very often I find him out there and he's petting the tigers and it's weird and I don't like how it looks.
Weird as could be. So what are we going to do to stop him?
X-ray? Maybe we could check his head, see if there's a brain in there.
You've got a great idea there.
Oh, but you got Z. So close, so close. All right, John, you are there with the X-ray machine. You've knocked out Tim, and you're taking an X-ray of his brain to see if anything's there with Ian. Let's start with Y, because that's an X-ray.
You can see here, there's not a whole lot going on.
Yeah, zip it. We've got to study this closely.
Absolutely. That is absolutely correct.
Be very mindful. This is one of our coworkers.
Can you pass me the file on him, please?
Done and done.
Everybody gets sardine oil.
For heaven's sake, put him out.
Gosh, that's what I'm trying to do.
Have you no idea how much anesthesia to use?
I know how much anesthesia to use.
Just knock him out already.
Knocked out.
Limp as could be.
My, oh my, he sure is heavy.
Now, let's prepare to do the operation.
Yeah, Ian, we've seen too much of you. You're out of there. John and Chrissy, you've just discovered the body that John is dragging into the lion cage because that's actually, Chrissy, your ex-husband. Let's begin with H for husband.
How did you get my ex-husband here?
I could give you one of two answers. Which would you like to hear?
Just the truth.
Knowing what I do about him, this had to be done.
Looks like we're on the same page because he was a scumbag.
My sentiments exactly.
No one else believed me when I said that he was a scumbag, so do whatever you want with him.
Obviously, I had that in mind when I was getting to this point.
Perhaps we should just dig a big hole and leave him there.
Sorry, John. All right. Let's go to Tim is just waking up. And Chrissy, you're above him with a shovel. And that we'll start with the letter B.
Boy, did you have a good nap?
Cat nightmares were horrible. What?
Did you know they were about to get worse?
Scene. So I guess we finally found out what happened to Carol Danvers' husband. Kristen, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you all did too. If you guys had a good time, wave at the camera and let everybody know. Yay! Thank you so much. Guys, we really appreciate this. It was been a fun challenge to try to how to bring our show here online, and we appreciate that you guys come here and check it out. And we hope we made you laugh. Please feel free to spread the word. And the nice thing is all the people who can't normally come to Rhode Island to see our show, they can watch it all over the country and all over the world. If you're from some cool place that is not Rhode Island, please feel free to drop that in the chat so we know where people are coming from. I know we saw Quincy, Mass up there already. So if you got something, feel free to drop that in the chat. Again, thank you so much. This is a tough time for everybody, and you make us happy by being here and allowing us to perform and laughing for us. And we hope to see you all again. Everybody stay safe. Once again, I'd like to thank this cast. So let's make sure we thank Ian. Ian, where are you?
Yay!
Tim. Woo! Mallory. Woo! John.
Yay! Woo!
Chrissy.
Yeah!
And I'm Daniel. Thank you very much. And scene. Bye, everybody. Please donate.